This is VOA News. I'm Steve Miller. As the massive death toll from the earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria rises, rescue teams from the United States, specially trained in urban rescue, have arrived in Turkey. From the Associated Press, Jennifer King reports.
Piles of equipment wrapped in webbing were unloaded from a C-130 cargo plane at Incirlik Air Base in Turkey as urban search and rescue teams from fire departments in Fairfax County, Virginia and Los Angeles County, California arrived to lend a hand. The teams are traveling with 159 people, 170,000 pounds of specialized equipment, and 12 rescue dogs trained in finding victims who are still alive beneath the rubble of collapsed buildings. The teams and the dogs wore special jackets marked with the U.S. Agency for International Development logo. People are still being pulled from beneath piles of concrete and tangled webs of rebar 3 days after the earthquake and a series of aftershocks that killed more than 17,000 people in Turkey and Syria. I'm Jennifer King.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Thursday that he believed his country would join the European Union after emerging victorious from its war with Russia. He said that for the first time in its history, the European Union provides military aid of such a scale, and for the first time in history, the EU is working on, he believes, positive evaluation of internal reforms in a European country that is defending itself in a total war. Zelensky also thanked Ukraine's allies for the military and humanitarian aid they've provided since Russia's invasion last February, and in which has included strikes on the country's critical infrastructure. This is VOA News. North Korea showcased its missile production muscle during a nighttime parade, state media reported on Thursday, displaying more intercontinental ballistic missiles than ever before and hinting at a new solid-fuel weapon. State media videos also showed as many as 11 Hwasong-17, North Korea's largest ICBM. Alongside them at the parade were what some analysts said could be a prototype or mock-up of a new solid-fuel ICBM canister in launchers. North Korea has held the parade in Pyongyang to mark the 75th anniversary of the founding of its army. The Texas man who killed 23 people at an El Paso Walmart has pleaded guilty to federal hate crimes and weapon charges. AP correspondent Donna Wardner reports.
Evil. Pure evil.
That's how former El Paso Mayor Dee Margo described to KVIA the 24-year-old man who on Wednesday appeared in federal court in El Paso. 24-year-old Patrick Crusius carried out the mass shooting in 2019, and his victims included Mexican citizens. Albert Hernandez, who lost 2 family members in the shooting, says it's not right that Crusius was allowed to plead guilty to avoid a possible death sentence.
He committed multiple capital crimes, murders, multiple. He needs to come to our court system and face justice.
Crusius will be sentenced later this year, and he still faces state charges. I'm Donna Warder.
Eritrea's president, in a rare public comment, has dismissed as fantasy allegations that his country's forces carried out rape, looting, and other abuses in the war in neighboring Ethiopia's Tigray region. Growing visibly irritated with questions from reporters, President Isaias Afwerki also accused those alleging abuses of fabricating lies and misinformation with the aim of disrupting the peace process. The war has killed an estimated 500,000 civilians. Popular composer Burt Bacharach has died at the age of 94. Working with lyricist Hal David, Bacharach penned a long run of hit songs, many of them for Dionne Warwick. They include Walk On By and Do You Know the Way to San Jose. The Grammy, Oscar, and Tony-winning Bacharach also helped write the themes for the films such as Arthur and What's New Pussycat. Bacharach died on Wednesday at his home in Los Angeles of natural causes, according to publicist Tina Brasum on Thursday. Over the past 70 years, only Lennon-McCartney, Carole King, and a handful of others rivaled his genius for catchy songs. From Washington, I'm Steve Miller, VOA News.
Please subscribe, like, or comment. Thank you.